guys, welcome back to my channel. You did not study computer science, business, or engineering, and you're wondering to yourself, would I ever find a job in 2025? Guys, you can find a job. Whether you study political science, sociology, international relations, theater art, nutrition, agriculture, or something very, very abstract that is not considered an in-demand job or in-demand course or anything, you can still get hired in 2025. Regardless of your background, regardless of your course. What I notice is that companies are looking for how you can add value to them, regardless of the course that you studied. So you even come across your colleagues or co-workers at work, and you ask them, what did you study? Someone tells you interactive design. You're like, and you're here being a consultant. Wow. That's because they put in the work to learn some skills that companies are looking for in today's day and time. And I'm here to let you know, based on my own research, and this is not research that I did, this is research I do every day because I'm always trying to see where I can keep upskilling, and so I'm not obsolete. And I'm just like, why not share with my community members? So you guys, let's get into the video. These are skills or tools that I think, I believe, I know that you should learn in 2025 to be able to keep your job, to stay abreast, to stay hireable, and to be employed. For me, I'm not going to tell you to go back to learning, to coding and all of that. If you have a flair for coding, please go ahead. If you have money for a bootcamp, please go ahead. But one thing that I'm going to be grateful for in this day and time is information. We are in the information age, the digital age. So anything can be learned online. You see YouTube. One of the most, I don't even think it's underrated, one of the best resources that one can use and have in today's day and time. Anything you want to learn, all you need is commitment, time, and honestly, interest. That's all you need this time. Digital literacy. What do I mean by digital literacy? This is just knowing how to use certain tools. Okay, I can use Excel, I can use PowerPoint, I can use Canva. You're a digital literate. And it's so funny, guys, because actually, my thesis topic is actually on digital tools and the inclusion of it since after COVID and all of that. So I'm just like, right up my alley, girl. Yeah. So it's actually really cute. But yeah, you have to be digitally literate in this age and time. Many things are being digitalized. Transportation is being digitalized. Logistics, supply, so many things. And it just helps you to be a lot more organized. So how can I be digitally literate in this time? What tools can I pick up? What roles can I take up? What skill can I learn? These are just questions that you need to ask yourself, and the ones that you have interest in. And sometimes you also have to squeeze yourself a bit, even if you don't have interest in it. What can I just do so that I remain employable in this age and time? Is data. Guys, before, I'm saying this one based on even my personal experience. You don't have to be a data analyst. You don't have to be a data scientist to know how to use data. They just need you to be data aware. How do you deal with numbers? If you see this number, what can I do with this number? What can I say about this particular trend that is going on? It will just help you to learn how to use Excel, Google Sheets, to learn how to create pivot tables, to learn how to use different functions on Excel like pivot tables, VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, conditional formatting. How can I bring all of this together? The thing about it is that you don't have to know how to use everything, but just being able to find your way around it will help you a whole lot in your corporate life or just to remain employable. And then you not even learn how to design the data. You go one step further and they're like, we need this guy, we need this girl. She knows what she's doing. So please be data conscious, be data aware, and it will definitely put your foot inside a corporate door. Project and process tools. At this point, any job, any role, any task one is taking up is actually considered a project. So what tools are you learning? What tools can you use to track, report, document your projects that you're working on? Some tools that I'll mention are ClickUp, Monday.com, Asana, Trello, Jira, Confluence, and some other very interesting tools. But these are tools that are just on the top of my mind to bring to you guys' attention to say, okay, how can I learn how to use these tools? Some months ago, Asana had a work marketplace specialist certification that they gave that is actually valued at $300, and they give it out for free for you to just learn and get the certification. I did that. I got to learn a lot about Asana, and I just think being abreast of information like this will just help you keep being on top of your game. So being projects, knowing how to track your projects, how to deal with reporting, how to document stuff will help you stay abreast. Next point is design. Now, you don't have to be a graphics designer completely, or the title, but maybe having an eye for design would really help. And I'm saying this from experience because in my current role, I do a lot of PowerPoint presentations. And many times when they tell you to do that, they need you to have a designer's eye. Okay, how would this thing look? So with this particular skill, you need to learn how to use Figma. You need to learn how to use Miro. You need to learn how to use Canva. If you're a marketer, if you're in marketing, you're a HR person, you want to put out job descriptions and you don't want it to be boring. You want something nice that is unconventional. Having a design eye will help you know how to use Canva. Knowing how to use Canva will help you put out nice job descriptions and make people say, these people are actually forward thinking. Maybe I want to be part of this company. And it will allow you just even be proud of what you put out there for people. Figma allows you to create prototypes without even being a designer. You can come with that angle to help your team that is no more focused on traditional pathways to align themselves more with other areas. It's communication and branding. In this corporate life, being able to speak up, critically think for yourself, problem solve, look at a particular situation and say, you know what, maybe this is what I think, storytelling, and just putting yourself out there can definitely put your foot into the door. Some people know how to sell themselves, and being able to sell yourself is very key because you're able to advocate for yourself. Even when somebody is saying, she did this, she did that, you're going to be like, no, and articulate yourself excellently. And it helps you because they just know that, if I want to find somebody in sales, and if you're working in sales and say, okay, I need this person to go interact with a customer, a client, and put our business on the map, who will I call? And they're like, this person, she gets really tongue-tied. No, we don't want to put our business in this person's hands. Or this person, they don't really know how to explain some things and concepts very well. No, let's not put this person. And then, okay, Shade actually knows how to handle certain communication things. She knows how to take feedback. She knows how to, think on her feet. She knows how to problem solve and to also de-escalate situations. That will definitely help you and put your feet in the door. Sometimes they might even underestimate you when you come in because you're not so much of an expert. But everybody has a superpower. That's one thing I've come to understand. The fact that you're good in an aspect does not mean that you're great in my own aspect. And I think that you should own your power, and that is where you should thrive on. This is my last point. This is another soft skill that I believe that one should learn. Being able to take initiative on your own. Sometimes you have very interesting people that you're working with, people that don't exactly allow you to be independent in your thoughts, and that's quite unfortunate, but it happens sometimes. What I would say about that is that still be able to take initiative, learn how to prioritize your time, learn how to explain things simply, learn how to just be your own person, be on top of your job, being diligent and showing up fully and boldly. That is also a skill that I would say, it helps you in the corporate space. Another thing I just want to slip in somewhere is that learn to just be. Own your shit. Do not make anybody make you shrink. And I think I say that this shrinking thing very much these days, but it's a real thing. People just hope, and in their mind they're like, I hope that I can intimidate you. Don't feel intimidated. Deal with people with grace. Be polite. And always, in that, go for your bag. Nobody should come in between you and your bag. If you're overwhelmed, start small. Maybe today you learn Excel, tomorrow you learn Jira, next tomorrow, and learn it little by little. Another thing you should know is that you don't have to know all these tools in-depthly. Like, have you tried this thing before? How have you used this in, upskilling? And I think that would definitely help you to put your feet into the door. You don't have to know all these things, but being able to say, okay, I have actually gone through this skill set, I have checked this area, I've done this, I've done that, it definitely put you in a better position. You'll be more confident to talk about it during interviews. And there are even ways to word your statement and structure it in a way that, okay, I haven't really used this tool in a corporate setting, but I have knowledge in it. And also, that's where your portfolio and your branding comes in. If you have a portfolio while you're learning, put in your learning process in your portfolio. It will allow you to, even if you've not worked with it in a corporate space, they're like, okay, but this person has actually used it before. So it's not just hearsay. Now they're able to visualize and see what you've done with these tools that you've learned. Let me know in the comment section which roles you're aiming for, if it's in HR, marketing, operations, project management, and I'll reply with some tools that you should learn in this day and age, especially if you want a job with internationals, or especially if you're back home in Nigeria, you want to work with companies that are abroad. And then if you're still back home in Nigeria and you want to look for like tools that could help your processes be streamlined and make it easier for you guys to work efficiently, that's also a thing. And then if you're abroad and you're like, hey, you're overwhelmed, what would I do? What won't I do? What can I do to keep myself on top of my game? I'm always here to help you guys. So just to add, it doesn't matter if you did not study anything fancy or in demand, you're still very much valuable. And this is your time of being who you want to be and going for what you need to go for. I'm ready for you guys, and I hope we get to experience and celebrate ourselves as we go, because we're doing amazing stuff. Okay, amazing stuff. Anyway, I hope to see you guys in my next video, and yeah, stay blessed, stay healthy, stay wealthy, like they say.